This is the fourth episode in our special 5-part series on the life and success stories of Bill Gates. Imagine you are the king of the software world. Your company is on top. What is your next move? Do you play it safe? Or do you bet billions of dollars to enter a brand new war against powerful enemies? Today, we tell the story of Bill Gates' biggest and riskiest gamble. This isn't just a story about video games. It's a powerful English lesson in risk-taking and strategic thinking. By the end of this episode, you will learn the incredible story of how Microsoft created the Xbox and challenged the kings of the console market. We will master 10 essential vocabulary words like console, competitor, and to launch. We will focus on the grammar of using used to talk about how things were in the past, and I will give you practical tips to discuss business competition in English. So, let's explore the billion-dollar gamble that changed the world of entertainment forever. Part 1. The Kings of the Living Room. To understand how risky this gamble was, let's travel back in time to the late 1990s and early 2000s. The world of video games was very different. The living room was a battlefield, and there were two undisputed kings, Sony and Nintendo. Sony had launched the PlayStation, and then the PlayStation 2, which became one of the most successful game consoles of all time. A game console is a special type of computer designed just for playing video games on a TV. Nintendo was another giant, with beloved characters like Mario and Zelda. These Japanese companies were the experts in creating both the hardware, the physical console, and the amazing games that people loved. At this time, Microsoft was famous for something completely different. They made software for office work, like Windows and Microsoft Office. They were seen as a serious, perhaps even boring company. The idea of Microsoft, a software company, trying to build and sell its own game console seemed crazy to many people. Part 2. The Fear and the Vision. So why did Microsoft decide to take this huge risk? The answer lies in Bill Gates' vision for the future. He and other leaders at Microsoft looked at the living room and saw that it was becoming the center of digital entertainment. They believed that in the future, one box would connect to the TV and control everything. Movies, music, the internet, and, of course, video games. They were afraid that if a competitor like Sony controlled that box with its PlayStation, then Microsoft would lose its central position in the world of technology. The console was not just a toy. It was a strategic entry point into the future of the digital home. So, even though it was risky and expensive, Bill Gates believed that Microsoft had to enter the console market to compete for the future. Part 3. Building the DirectX box. The project to build Microsoft's first console began. Internally, the original name for the project was the DirectX box. DirectX is the name of a special software technology from Microsoft that helps games run on Windows. They shortened DirectX box to just Xbox. In November 2001, Microsoft launched the very first Xbox. It was a big, black, powerful machine. In fact, it was more powerful than its main competitor, the PlayStation 2. But building it was very expensive. It is said that Microsoft lost money on every single Xbox console they sold. They were spending billions of dollars just to get into the market. It was a huge gamble. Part 4. The Secret Weapon You Halo. Bill Gates knew that a powerful console is useless without a great game. A console needs a killer app. A game so good that people will buy the console just to play that one game. For the Xbox, that killer app was a game called Halo: Combat Evolved. Halo was a science fiction first-person shooter game with an amazing story, incredible graphics, and, most importantly, fantastic multiplayer gameplay. When the Xbox launched, Halo was launched with it, and it became a massive success. Millions of people bought an Xbox just so they could play Halo with their friends. Microsoft also used its software expertise to create another secret weapon, Xbox Live. This was a dedicated online service that made it very easy for players to connect over the internet and play games together. At the time, it was far superior to Sony's online service. Xbox Live and Halo together created an amazing online gaming community and made the Xbox the go-to console for online multiplayer games. Part 5. The Long Game. The first Xbox was a partial success. It did not sell more than the PlayStation 2, and Microsoft lost an estimated $4 billion on the project. From a short-term financial perspective, it looked like a failure. But Bill Gates was playing the long game. The goal of the first Xbox was not to make a profit. The goal was to establish the Xbox brand, to build a community of fans, and to prove that Microsoft could compete in the console market. And in that, it was a huge success. The foundation built by the first Xbox led directly to the launch of its successor, the Xbox 360, in 2005. The Xbox 360 was a massive global hit. It truly competed with, and for many years, outsold the PlayStation 3. The billion-dollar gamble had finally paid off. Microsoft was now one of the kings of the living room. Now, let's explore 10 key vocabulary words from this exciting story. A console, a noun. A small electronic device for playing video games on a screen, like a television. Spelling: C-O-N-S-O-L-E. Example 1. The Xbox and PlayStation are both popular game consoles. Example 2. He got a new console for his birthday. A competitor, a noun. A person, company, or product that is trying to be more successful than another. Spelling: C-O-M-P-E-T-I-T-O-R. Example 1. Sony's PlayStation was Microsoft's main competitor. Example 2. A good business always studies its competitors. A market, a noun. A particular area of trade or business. Spelling: M-A-R-K-E-T. Example 1. Microsoft wanted to enter the game console market. Example 2. The market for smartphones is very large. A risk, a noun. The possibility of something bad happening. Spelling: R-I-S-K. Example 1. Creating the Xbox was a big financial risk for Microsoft. Example 2. Starting a new business always involves some risk. A gamble, a noun. A risky action that you take in the hope of a successful result. Spelling: G-A-M-B-L-E. Example 1. The entire Xbox project was a huge gamble. Example 2. His decision to invest all his money was a big gamble, but it paid off. To launch a verb. To start or introduce something new. Like a product. Spelling: L-A-U-N-C-H. Example 1. Microsoft launched the first Xbox in 2001. Example 2. The company will launch its new phone next month. A brand, a noun. A type of product made by a particular company under a particular name. Spelling: B-R-A-N-D. Example 1. The goal of the first Xbox was to establish the Xbox brand. Example 2. Nike is a very famous global brand. Hardware, a noun. The physical parts of a computer system. Spelling: H-A-R-D-W-A-R-E. Example 1. A game console is a piece of hardware. Example 2. Microsoft was a software company entering the hardware market. Software, a noun. The programs used to operate a computer. Spelling: S-O-F-T-W-A-R-E. Example 1. A console needs great software, which is the games. Example 2. Bill Gates became a billionaire by selling software. Online, an adjective, an adverb. Connected to or available through the internet. Spelling: O-N-L-I-N-E. Example 1. Xbox Live was an online gaming service. Example 2. Many people now prefer online shopping. Now, let's look at our grammar focus. This story is about a big change in the video game world. A great way to talk about this kind of change is by using the structure used to. We use used to talk about past habits or states that are no longer true today. It's perfect for a before and after story. The structure is subject plus used to plus base form of the verb. Let's see it in action. Sony and Nintendo used to dominate the console market. This tells us that in the past they dominated, but now the situation is different because Xbox is also a major player. Microsoft used to be only a software company. This tells us that in the past this was true, but now they also make hardware. People didn't use to play games online so much before Xbox Live. This is the negative form, didn't use to, showing a past habit that has changed. Let's practice. For listening, search on YouTube for a video about the history of video games. Listen for phrases that describe how things were in the past. For speaking, think about your favorite hobby. How has it changed over the years? Talk about it using used to. For example, I used to play simple games on my phone, but now I play big online games. For reading, read a short article about a company that has changed a lot, like Netflix or Amazon. Look for examples of used to. For writing, go to your AI partner. Write 2 sentences about the video game market using used to. For example, the market used to be smaller. Consoles didn't used to be so powerful. The story of the Xbox is a fantastic business lesson. It teaches us about the importance of long-term vision. Bill Gates and Microsoft were willing to lose billions of dollars in the short term to secure a strategic position in the future of entertainment. It also shows that you don't have to be the first to enter a market to be successful. Sony and Nintendo were there first, but Microsoft came in with a different strategy, focusing on online play and powerful hardware, and they carved out a huge space for themselves. As we conclude, let's summarize the key takeaways. First, we learned why Microsoft, a software company, took a massive financial gamble to enter the hardware-dominated game console market. Second, we explored the story of the first Xbox, its secret weapons, Halo and Xbox Live, and how it established a brand that would later become a huge success. Third, we reviewed the grammar of used to, a perfect tool for talking about how things have changed over time. And finally, we learned 10 essential vocabulary words. As a review, those words were a console, a competitor, a market, a risk, a gamble, to launch, a brand, hardware, software, and online. I hope this lesson has helped your English and given you some fascinating insights into business and technology. Thank you for joining me today on Grow English Mastery Podcast. What is your favorite video game, or what is a big risk you have taken in your life? Please share your story in the comments section below. If you found this lesson valuable, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you won't miss the final episode in our series on Bill Gates. Keep learning, keep taking smart risks, and I will see you in the next lesson. Until next time, take care and happy learning. Bye for now.